So the U.S. Grain Council develops, markets, and promotes exports of U.S. corn, barley, and sorghum, and their various co-products. Our big co-products that we deal with today are grain-based ethanol exports, as well as the distillers dried grains and some of the other corn co-products that come out of the corn processing industry. We market these products over 75 countries around the world and deal with policy issues to open up markets, phytosanitary issues to keep markets open, and are constantly looking to either grow markets we have or open up new markets as we try to develop new exports for all the three grains and the co-products that we cover. So a big part of our programs globally and is becoming maybe 40 to 50% of our budget and our programming worldwide is on grain-based ethanol exports. And so we see right now through September through June, we've exported about 1.47 billion gallons of U.S. ethanol. By the end of the marketing year, which ends here in August, we expect that number to be over 1.7 billion gallons, which would be a new record for ethanol exports. We really see growth to our neighbors in the north in Canada. Canada will probably import over 600 million gallons of ethanol this marketing year, and we see Canada growing to potentially be our first billion-gallon market in the next couple of years. Canada is growing, and even some of their provinces looking to go to an E15 blend, so a 15% blending ratio of ethanol, and we expect our neighbors to the north to continue to grow as far as an ethanol export market. But other markets, Japan, the EU, the UK, India, all are buying our ethanol today. And if you look at markets like Japan and the EU that are very mature markets on the corn side of things, we're seeing them become growing markets and buying corn in the form of ethanol as we go forward. DDGs, it's been a very steady part of our export program for probably 15 years now, and so continuing to develop new markets for that, and even into the aquaculture sector of the world, whether that's in Southeast Asia, looking at Mexico, Ecuador, a lot of shrimp production in Ecuador. They learn and understand how DDGS can be fit into different aquaculture diets, whether that's shrimp, whether that's tilapia, pangasius, which is like a catfish type diet. And then real excitement is on corn fermented protein. Several ethanol companies now are doing where they're pulling the fiber out of DDGS and making a 1.5 generation ethanol from that, and that gives us a different co-product where we add some of the yeast back in, and is being called a corn fermented protein, which has huge market potential in aquaculture diets, pet diets, pet food diets, as well as just the basic swine and poultry diets as well. So looking to develop new markets and explain and teach international customers how to use these new corn fermented proteins along with the DDGS that we export on an annual basis.